Good morning. Let's get going to school. I feel like it's a great day. Good morning. It is May 6th. It is 6:45 in the morning. And I feel like today is a great day. Yesterday we got a lot of things off our chest about a certain individual. We also got to go ahead and discuss some factors about us too. And I feel like just the weight has been lifted off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the video lasted till I think it was like 10 something when it was finally done uploading, and then by the time it was done processing, it was like 11:50. So that's why I wasn't even part of the premiere last night, which I normally am for all those. Anyway, today is gonna be a fun day. Today we're gonna Uber Eats, finish up our goal, but right now we gotta get Lil to school. So let's get a move on. You ready?
Yeah, we're
All
really late.
Let's go have some fun. All right, Lil, I hope you have a great day in school. Have fun, go hang out with your boyfriend, learn a lot. All right, it is now 6:59 and our workday has started. Hi-ho, it's up to work we go. No, actually, she's gonna be with me for maybe like an hour or two. To maybe about 9-10 o'clock. She's got stuff to do at home of her own. And then I will drop her off. And then go from there.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, today we're gonna try our goal of $100 again. And just see what happens. We just turned down our first order for $5 and change to go over to Orlando, even though there's a McDonald's along the way that it could have done.
There's McDonald's everywhere. Why are they trying to make you go so far?
I don't know.
That kind of food. That's ridiculous.
But let's head over to our Chick-fil-A area because we've had historically great luck over there. There's also a McDonald's up here on the road. And then Taco Bell, I know, doesn't do breakfast, but Chick-fil-A does as of right now.
Yeah.
So that's the other good part.
Yeah. It is super busy out today.
Yes, it is. It's all part of the morning rush.
Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning, and it is so busy.
And you look exhausted still.
Oh, I am. I had a hard time getting up this morning. I really did.
Oh, so did I. Alright, let's get going. Let's try and make some money today. Let's just have fun doing it. Well, we do have our first delivery. It is going to be from Speedway for Leroy. Some nice powdered sugar donuts, an energy drink, and a peanut butter and jelly grape cup. Hey, it's breakfast time. And what better way to start the day than a sugar-filled start? Let's go ahead, let's get this over. But first, let's get the Speedway.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't done a Speedway pickup in forever. I've done Wawa before. I've done 7-Eleven, but not Speedway. Interesting.
Yeah.
Another one I was thinking about yesterday I haven't ever done is Longhorn. Basically a steak and burger joint. And I haven't done a Five Guys before.
Have you done Azteca?
I think once. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get in the Speedway. Alright, here we are. Speedway. Early morning. So, this was weird. It's Speedway. The bag says 7-Eleven.
What?
And the lady's shirt in there was 7-Eleven, but her name tag said Speedway.
I hope they realized we didn't go to 7-Eleven. We actually went to Speedway.
That is so...
They're changing us to 7-Eleven here soon.
I guess so. That is weird. Okay, so now we need to go ahead, get this dropped off. It's going to be a 10-minute run 3.9 miles, not too bad. Let's get going. All right, good news. We got another order. Basically, we're going to be picking up from a Wawa and then taking it into Winter Garden here. No, I can just go this way, go to Dillard, and then do a turnaround.
Okay.
So yeah,
And subscribe.
we just got our next order. Not bad. All right, so this Wawa order is actually about 7 items. We got chicken noodle, we got classic rolls, we got chips, we got a couple of lemonades. That's an interesting way to start the day. But
Done worse.
it is a beautiful day after all. All right, let's go and get our next order pickup over here at Wawa. All right, we got our Wawa order. All right, that took a little bit of time.
Yeah, we really need to get this one.
No, I gotta... Yep, Leroy is first.
Alright, I got the window up. Playing music.
Okay, so we just got our order pickup from both places. Now it is time to get on first over to Leroy. Let's get going because this is going to be a good one. All right, we just got Leroy's order done. Now let's go ahead and get our next one done. It is a good start so far. I couldn't be any happier right now. You ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
I've never been on this back road before.
Yes, you have.
Have I? Oh, Jesus!
I told you you've been on this.
I don't remember that. God,
Sweetie?
that scared the crap out of me.
That's because we're usually on the other side of it.
Oh my gosh. Who would have thought there's hills like that here in Florida?
That is awesome. It's just a beautiful, nice little area out here. So, in case you're wondering, this area here is going to take us over by Independence Parkway, which is also where that Walmart is, Hamlin, all that good stuff out there. And this is one of the many back roads that takes you there. Of course, you could just go the main road, which is 545, but this takes you right there too. There is one downside. We're going there near elementary drop-off time. So we just got over here and now it's time to drop off our delivery and then get going for a little bit of a break. All right, that one is done. You ready to get going?
Yep.
All right, let's get back up to the highway area because that is where our central moneymaker is going to be, especially that McDonald's on the highway. We had great luck there yesterday. But let's go ahead and grab a quick break and then get back to work. Okay, before we get out of here, there's one cool thing about this job.
Oh, that is pretty.
And that is the amazing freaking homes you get to see. Here we have a beautiful, modern, gorgeous house. Now next to it, okay, you have this classic rustic looking one. These are just gorgeous. All right, after dropping Tiffany off, I got another order here. Ben F. We're gonna order back to Wawa to go ahead and pick up 2 items for him. 2 smoothies this time. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get it over to Ben, and he is over on Avalon Road area. So it'll take us back down 545. Honestly, what really sucks is we're at 8:47 and the orders just aren't coming in right now. There was one that came in that would have sent me like over to Orlando for like $5. And I was like, no, that's not worth it. But at least this one came through and it looks decent. So at least there's some saving grace. Alright, back here to Wawa we are. Alright, we got our smoothies. We have a 4.5 mile run. Not too bad. Let's get going. So I was just looking at the instructions for Ben. He's actually back in the pharmacy. The Walgreens, so that's awesome. It's just right there. How freaking cool is that? Alright, here we are, Walgreens. Let's go ahead, let's drop off Ben's smoothies, and let's get going. Alright, we just got Ben's smoothies dropped off. He's happy. And now, let's get on to our next delivery, wherever that may take us. The problem is we're coming up on that semi-dead zone time, so we're just going to have to play it by ear and see how everything goes. Alright, so good news. We actually just got our next order. It's a Winter Garden local order. It's only $3 and change, but it keeps us in the area. So, at least it's only like a mile and something, so that's not bad. And, not to mention, we're right across the way from the area. So let's go get this McDonald's order, and let's go get some money. Then, we gotta go ahead and take out of our 50 some odd dollars, roughly about $30 of that to pay for her prescriptions, and then we can see how much more money we can make. Okay, so here we are at the McDonald's we were at yesterday. Yesterday, they were on point for 2 for $2 orders. Let's see how they do today. Not on point today. It took about 5-6 minutes of waiting. Not horrible though. But on low paying one, it really eats in. So the reason why I went ahead and I took this order is because at least it was just right around the corner. It's over here at Roper Road, Daniels Road area. So that was a positive. Let's go and get this delivery done. So unfortunately, because you cannot make a left-hand turn coming out of that McDonald's, now I have to waste more time coming around. Alright, let's go ahead and do this drop off. It was actually right here on Daniels Road. Super easy. Alright, here we are. Let's go and do our McDonald's drop off and let's be done. Alright, so we just got the delivery done. And honestly, this is actually a pretty tranquil, nice area. Take a look. Yeah, this really isn't that bad of an area just to sit down, just take a moment to breathe. It's actually pretty nice over here. And honestly, as many times as we pass this area going to Lily's school, we've never even been in here. Alright, we need to go make some more money. We have enough to pay for Tiffany's medicine now. And then we got to make even more to pay for our bills. So let's keep going. Time doesn't wait for us at all. But it certainly will pass us by. Alright, let's go into CVS. Let's get Tiffany's medicine. And let's get home to her. Right about now, she's the most important thing, so making sure her health is good, that's important. Alright, we have our medicine. Let's get going. In life, whenever you think that things are starting to go pretty decent and you got an uphill battle, but you know you got it handled a little bit, life will always find a way to smack you back down in the head and to say, shut up. I'm in control, not you. Let me show you. Dear Ryan M. Kurtz, we have received notice from the Department of Economic Opportunity, DEO, that Ryan M. Kurtz has failed to complete the following activity. Failed to complete orientation. You must contact us by May 16, 2025. So here's the thing about that. I actually did have an appointment. It was for May 23rd. And it was for the orientation. Yet I'm getting this letter. So, what I'm going to have to do instead is basically just go about things in a different way. So I figured out something interesting. One of the ways that you can provide that you're actually making money too is you can go ahead and demonstrate that you are working a certain amount of hours. Well, I can actually do that, and I have a way to do it. All I have to do is just figure out a way to get into Uber Eats and stuff, show up all these pay stubs, these little paid things that generate, and compile them over to DCF. That should suffice. Now, another way I can go about this too is I actually have a corporation that I own, Kurt's Global Media Inc. Now, with that line, I could go ahead and demonstrate that I work a certain amount of hours, that I work a minimum of 120 hours in a month, which I do in content creation and behind the scenes stuff. So I could go about that way as well. That is where I am at right now. And I actually found this out when I was over at CVS in the parking lot before I went in to get her medicine. I was like, I see an email. It's from DCF. They never email you when it's good news. So I checked it over there. And I was like, ah, crap. Came home. Got on the internet. Checked on that DEO site. Saw that my appointment was still there, so that's a little odd. But then I figured, you know what? If they're already sanctioning me, I better figure out a way to go ahead and get this squared up immediately. And that's where I figured, okay, well, I have my own company and I do the Uber Eats stuff, so perfect. Now I just gotta really heavily lean into the content creation side, but that's alright. I can definitely handle that. It's just another setback, and that's what life has been ever since January. Whenever you think things are gonna go good, yeah, somebody manages to mess it up. But let's go ahead. Let's regroup on the thought process. Get back out there. We still got money to make. Even though we made $100 between yesterday and today, we inadvertently spent $56 of it on medicine today. That's life. But I think that after I get low, then I'm gonna go back out with a fresh head. Because honestly, when my mind is just strained and drained, yes, I meant that, strained and drained, it's best not to be out on the road. Especially when you gotta concentrate on an Uber Eats app down below, the person behind you that's about to hit you, and the person in front of you that's also about to slam on their brakes because they don't realize the person in front of them. And you gotta do that all at one time. So yeah, let's just take a mental break for a minute and just chill. Do some productivity app or something. And then we can go from there. Well, now I gotta edit that down. Alright, let's go get Lil from school. And I'm gonna enjoy my Georgia peach. And my California avocado. Because there are 6 farms major over there.
You were right. Let's go.
That just made my day. That's gotta be the best thing that's happened all day long, is hearing her say I was right. Wow, my self-esteem was low. 100 degrees.
Oh yeah, it's feeling like it.
You look pretty hot too.
I shouldn't have wore this shirt.
Wow, you look super cute.
Yeah, but it's really hot actually.
I like that outfit on you.
I wasn't expecting the material to feel like this, but it's like keeping the heat in. I don't know, it's some weird material. Okay.
Drink. Burn, baby.
Oh god, yeah, it burns. Alright, let's go.
That is weird. I've never seen a post office Ford Focus. Have you?
Oh, I wonder if they deliver mail with them.
I don't know. Let's get to school. Did you have a fun day in school?
Yeah!
Did you go to work at all?
No!
Did you do anything in the cafe?
I'm gonna go to work then.
It's a thing.
Alright, so we need to go to Publix. We need to get some sausage. We need to get some pierogies and some corn.
So we're gonna try that meal again?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and some veggies to go on said sausage.
Okay.
I am really bent on doing it tonight.
Okay.
You look so adorable.
I'm just feeling really hot right now.
Yes, you are.
It's still really strong. Not used to seltzer.
All right, it's 2:38. Let's go in the Publix. Let's get dinner. All right, let's do bratwurst. Southwest style corn. Done.
This is 4 cheese anyway, so it sounds pretty good.
Okay. All right, pepper and onion mix. Good. Jeff, get over here. You can win a Disney Plus subscription. Not a vacation to Disney, just a Disney Plus subscription. You know what? Let's go with Old Bay seasoned goldfish. Every day is a winding road. And you never know what's going to be around the next corner. That definitely is true for today. Honestly, I was not expecting that kind of stuff from DCF, but it came up. I figured out a way to mitigate it. And we should be good. Overall, in all honesty, for today, it has been a really good day. We went out, we made some money, we paid for Tiffany's medicine to go ahead and make sure that she's stable for a few more months or so. But at the same time, we got to actually do something, and that was fun. But now is the time where I must end the day. I'm about to go ahead, have the sausage and pierogies meal with Tiff and the corn. I'm happy about that meal, but for now, I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for being with today. I will see you guys tomorrow. But I do want to just leave you on one lasting thought. When it comes to each day, don't dwell on the previous one. Always look forward to the next one. Because that's what I did today. When I woke up, I didn't dwell on anything from yesterday. I didn't even think about that girl at all. Instead, all I thought about is how I can make tomorrow a better day today. How I can set myself up for success for the next day. And that's what we did. But for now, have a good night. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.
But I know